Hey, good morning, traders. How we doing today? You off to a good start? Got a Fed day today. Talk about that in a minute. How'd it go yesterday? I took a hit, and then I stopped trading. Yeah, I'm leaving this week, so I haven't really been. But look, I mean, here's the deal, right? This ain't easy to trade in. Okay, I don't care how good you are. I don't care. I'm just trading the ES. You want to trade something that's going. If it's going up, trade it. Same thing. Find your impulse. You know, uh, but just note, price, changes once it takes out the high. Price tends to pull back into the swing, right? This is the swing, and this is just some fundamental things about trading, right? The natural, we see it on the 750, the natural progression of everything. Now, is this going down? Is it going up? It's going up, right? But for it to pull back isn't all that surprising, right? Here, look at this. Price came through here, landed down here. Now this is a big zoom bar, right? A big impulse, a lot of energy going up. Turned around, took off. If you're here, right, on the monthly or the hourly, if you're here, try to get it. Market's still going up. It's in a pullback. Put it in perspective. What's going on, right? And then it takes off and it goes. And guys, you don't need a trend line to know that this thing, got all wonky over here. You guys know how to draw a trend line? My favorite is when someone, kind of bends it, does all that stuff. You know how I draw a trend line? It's really simple. You have to connect two swings, okay? Or you have to draw it through the middle. My friend Bill does it this way, and he, as price is moving, he'll find that spot. See, I screwed that one up too. Essentially, you want to connect the high, right? The high with the low. That's a trend line. And then it starts to turn, right? You can say, this is now my trend line. Like that. And it bounces around, that whole thing. I don't use them very often because I haven't really, I used to do like this. Okay, it's starting to turn, and I think it has its merit in certain spots. Let's put it that way. Okay, so for now, price feels like it's going up. We have this Fed rate today, so maybe price will right now. And remember, guys, we're just playing with clay. We're trying to get a feel for the market. We're trying to get ourselves, what are all of our options? So we're at least in the right frame of mind for when we're going to trade. You guys know what we're looking for? 3-to-1 trade, right? Right here. I was watching my own video the other day. Let's see. There we go. All right, so we're looking for an impulse leg that's going to create a shelf that's going to get wiped out by somebody, and then they're going to take it up, and then this guy, and this is how it works in my mind, this guy here who lost his lunch is now over here because he's like, okay, it's safe to go back in the water, right? The sharks come out, clean everybody up, pow, and then it does it again. Over and over and over. But this is it, 5 steps, right? Impulse leg, shelf, wash, retest the high, and then you can enter safely behind that. Does it always look like this? Does it always work like this? No, no, no. But the more you see, the more times you spend on the chart, the more times you go look for these setups. They're everywhere. I see them all the time. I saw one yesterday that got me stopped out. And I realized that I was going the wrong way. That's how it goes. Again, this isn't easy trading. I've sized down right now. I'm not using my full um, leverage to trade. I can't. It's just too hard, right? So what I was doing yesterday is looking for a 3-to-1. And remember, we're trading from about 7, a little after 7, to about a little after 11-ish o'clock, right? It's kind of how I see it. This to me is this is the busiest time, right? Because I'm on California time. So, 6:30 here is 9:30 there, East Coast, and then where the financial markets are. And then I figure after 9 o'clock my time, those guys are going to lunch, and maybe they come back, maybe they don't. A lot of machines these days doing things. So I tend to try to stay in this time frame because things get wonky after, they just let the computers run and do their thing, and it just gets weird. Heck if I know. Nobody knows. And anybody's going to tell you they know. They don't know. There's like 10 people, right? This is how it was explained to me one time. There's like 10 people that know, excuse me, have the book. They know what's coming. They know what's going on. They pass it around. Who's making money this time? It's not us. The best we can do is read price. The best we can do is have a good understanding of what price is doing. So when I got in here yesterday, I looked over here. Now I'm not trading this, but I'm observing it, right? This is the kill zone for this swing, right? Swing down, boom. Everyone's got a kill zone, right? Kill zone here. Kill zone here. Isn't this interesting? I just saw this now, and this is part of playing with play. Just observe like the same size pullback. If you're, that's why you got to go backwards to see forward. And that's why people do a lot of back testing. Back testing doesn't work for me because of what I'm doing. But, if you have a system and you have all this, fancy stuff, back test it. I don't care. It just seems like if you're back testing something, you're trying to come up with a new way to trade. You're not reading price. You're trying to eliminate your risk or minimize your risk. I mean, yes, I'm trying to do the same thing, but I'm doing it through price reading. Okay, so I fall into this trap, and you may fall in it too. I look at this. Price is coming down. Price starts to pull back, and I can draw up. There's a nice wash right here. I like to hide behind washes. And now I'm not trading this, and I'm not, but I'm just observing. What are the things that I'm looking for? I'm looking for impulse legs. I'm looking for washes. I'm looking for shelves. I'm looking for things that will put the risk in my favor. And oftentimes, I buy down here. I buy down here. I buy down here. And I get crushed because I'm going against the grain. So that being said, when I bought this, it's the same thing as buying these. And what I didn't see was that. What I didn't see was that. That's why I do this over and over and over again. And I'm getting better, but it's still, I struggle with it. If you're new to this, you're going to struggle with a lot of things. You're going to struggle with how to get in, how to get out, money management, all these things that you start making money in this business, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's like you turned on the money machine. It's like you discovered fire. And then you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. And then you start really feeling like you're Muhammad Ali, and you're going to be in there just, knocking down the price, taking, all this stuff. I get it. It's amazing tool. Absolute instant uh, gratification or instant misery. I don't know. But you got to go through all this stuff. You got to do it. 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 Practice, 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 practice. And the challenging thing is like you only have so much time to practice because you're not going to trade. If you want to trade overnight and do long trades and do all this stuff, I've done that. But I also find that I've got a lot of angst when I'm done with that. I've got a lot of just pent up, like, gosh darn it, I should have took my money. Gosh darn it, I should have done this, or gosh darn it, I should have done that, or I'm tied up, or if you have multiple trades going on to try and hedge your, whatever. Um, People do it, but they don't do it well. You got to focus in on what you're after, and then just go after it with a vengeance. So that's my lecture. Um, I saw this in hindsight, and I drew this up in my chart. I was like, oh yeah, there's a shelf. I was really lazy yesterday. My mind was off the charts a little bit because I was working on a couple things. We're getting out of town, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now in my life. And so, excuse me. Sorry, I'm looking for my chart. Not popping up. Where's it at? Oh well. I made some notes about something and I can't figure out where it went. Yeah, whatever. I had drawn this up, right? So I was kind of, yeah, it could. Like I'm again, boom, price is going up. I'm expecting price to go up higher. You don't feel, look at that. You don't feel that too? Come on. Don't tell me you don't feel that. You're sitting in there trying to figure out which way to go. Happens to me all the time. That's why the problem that I have, it's not that I, will take this trade here and I'm buying with buyers. I'm buying with buyers. I'm selling with sellers, right? The cardinal rule of this business is don't buy into sellers and don't sell into buyers. You are at the wrong side of the swing. The stop sucks. You're going to eat it. And it's going to it's a lesson that I don't know how many times I had to beat it into myself. And if I make that mistake, I close my trade and I say, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't care how right I think I am. I'm not going to do it because you're going to get crushed. You're going to get crushed. I mean, every time, every time the price, right, comes down, it turns around and pulls back. It's how price moves. It's the whole thing with the 5 steps. It's the same thing. Price comes down. I've done it, dude. I've sold this bar. Like I've sold this. Oh, give me one little chunk. Okay, good. Oh, I'm making money. How much am I making? Oh, smoked. Or what are you gonna put are you gonna put a stop? You gonna put a stop up here? It's just ridiculous. Anyhow, don't do that. Don't buy into sellers and don't sell into buyers. Buy with buyers, sell with sellers. So at least I'm on the right side of these guys. I'm on the right side and I'm getting popped. I get it. Yeah, I make mistakes, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm like you, man. I'm trying to get better at this. I'm not going to be a 90% trader, 100% trader. I'm not going to be that guy. Not right now. Maybe later if I find another system I can, manipulate. For me, this is it. 3-to-1, impulse leg, all that stuff. So I'm looking at this here. I didn't see this. I ignored this because I wanted this to happen. This comes down. But if we run it, right, let's run it through Does it even give us our setup, right? Does it give us our setup? I'm looking for it. We have a small, so like, let's call this, in this regard, we do impulse, Y, shelf, impulse, wash. There's a shelf. That's one bar shelf, right? I'm not trading at 656, right? But this is it, right? This is it. It comes down from our impulse leg, takes it out, step 4, retests. That one holds. I bet this one works. This would have been a nice morning trade. Get up above there, there's one. Okay? There's one. I don't trade that though. So that's, come on, guys. That doesn't qualify for me. I know. I should have other rules, right? I should have the rule that I trade early if I see what I'm looking for. Look at it, This is why I play with this stuff. I'm telling you guys, get a YouTube channel or get a way to record and talk to yourselves. What is it you're trying to do? See, I just learned something that, maybe my rule at 7 o'clock is not so bad. Maybe it's not going to blow me out of the water. It's happened. It doesn't happen all the time. Maybe that's something I should look into. Right? Okay, then the next impulse, right? This is an impulse down. Right? An impulse is down. There's a shelf. There's our wash, the big wash, right? And he's going to get cleaned out. Going to get cleaned out. I can see it right there. Right? If you buy this thing here, and see there's a reaction to it. Somebody's got orders there. Somebody's got orders. Feeling pretty good. See you later. But look at this. If you're aware of where you're at, right? Just the awareness of where this, that the buyers are down here getting ready to buy it up. They buy it up. They take it up. Now, here's another one. I can see it. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. I really wasn't in my head yesterday. Yesterday was a tough day. I had a lot of stuff going on. But I can just, if you want to get on the miners, they're open for business. Doesn't hit. Impulse up. These ones are fun because a lot of people don't understand that an object in motion stays in motion, right? Just like what's his bucket said. You know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, there's a physics guy, Newton, developed this, right? Right. So boom, there is another setup. Wouldn't it be great if we go back in time and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this one, and we'd all be rich. Doesn't work that way, right? Another one right there. Again, I'm a dad. I got kids, dude. At 7:56, the car is loaded, and I'm not like from 7:45 to about 8:30. I'm done. I'm not doing anything. I can't. I'm stuck in traffic. It's part of my life right now. So then another impulse leg, right? Impulse. Draw the shelf. Right? Just practice doing it. Right? So you see that there's, okay, there's a wash, hits our step 4, new high, doesn't come back. Right? Impulse. Yeah, not enough. And then, just, you've got this drawn out, right? I should have had it drawn out. I should have said, okay, well, this is part of this larger swing. This is part of this whole, this whole thing. Right? So now, it's just getting too much, right? Don't be afraid to do this, guys. Be brave. Once you do it, you're going to get used to it. Start over. You want fresh eyes, fresh blinds. Get rid of those old crappy lines that don't work. Here's my shelf. Where's price liable to stop, right? So we have it right here. Step 1, impulse. Right? Now this is funky. I told you guys you have to learn how to see this in different ways. It's funky. You have a stop right here. Look at how much action is in here, right? And you see the coil in there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I see that now. I'm just like, that was perfect. Got a great day yesterday, right? But does it work? Probably does. Probably does. See it there? Right there. There's another one. Man. So it's that 1, 2-ish. You know where that thing is? There's another coil right there. You see it? 3 through there. There's 4. And then the one that I saw. So my trade, because I wasn't listening to this, I should have listened yesterday. You know, back in time, we'd all make money, right? Here's where I'm at. I don't have this drawn up. I don't have that drawn up. I'm doing this. There's my impulse leg. I put together this with my shelf and my watch here. Yeah, you guys already know I'm getting stopped out, right? And I have step 1. I have step 2. Somebody told me that if they see this 3 times, they don't do it. I've seen it happen both ways. I haven't figured out exactly. Haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it. But yeah, I got in right here with a stop right there below this one because this guy's hiding behind here. And you know, this part of this thing right here. See how hard down it is and how hard up it is? That to me is they dropped it and they bought it immediately. There was orders waiting right here to just be bought up and stopped out. Boom, boom, like just that fast. And I notice that price will come back down into this. I don't know how I noticed. There's one right here. See that? Hard up, hard down, and then price comes back. Like it's like, and I see it down here, and you get crazy into these whole things. But it's something that I've observed, and I don't know. And other people I've talked to about it, they're like, yeah, it's just a bar. You know, if we go to a different time frame, that's just a candlestick, right? That's just a little, no big deal. Something I noticed, and you know, don't don't tell anybody. So there it is. Step 1, right? Step 2, shelf. That's a weak ass shelf. But I've got to wash, and then I got to retest, and then I got this thing, right? I wasn't here for this. I was what was I doing? I was doing something, but I caught it coming out of here, so I didn't see that. That was it. That was it. That was my play. I didn't draw this up. God, that would have been beautiful. Just, oh, come on, Mike. You could use a half a stop, use your full stop, still making money. You're in at 9 o'clock, you're out at around noon. 3-hour trade. And you had to go through all this stuff. It happens. No big deal. But then I was frustrated. I said, oh, how am I going to get my money back? I didn't say that, but how am I going to get my money back? I mean, come on, we all think about it, but I try to like not. And so I was waiting for it to go up. And that's, again, a weakness of mine that I'm aware of. But what I said was, oh my God, had I had just paid a little more attention, I would have seen this whole this whole thing play out and been able to catch this or this and had another trade. So, it's easy to get wrapped up in the wrong side of it, but I just pointed out 1, 2, 3, is there one here? 4 trades, right? 4 trades that five, right? That work. 3 to 1. Boom, right? You're right down here on the bottom. And you're terrified. Is it going to go back up? I mean, that's the other thing. Is that, yeah, it's scary buying into these lows. But you're on the right side, dude. It's a $7 stop. Who cares? Take the risk. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a 30 to 40% win rate, guys. I'm not some mad scientist over here. Okay, so what are we doing today? Oh, we're half an hour into this thing. I haven't even gotten to that point. Which way is the market going, guys? I look at this and I say, okay, it's going up. It took out the high. It's going up. Price fluctuates. Price often retests the backside. We put in our pressure cooker. We put in and there's your levels, right? Something like that. Weird. What about this? No? Here, 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 here. I don't know. I think you guys know as much as I do. We're not one of the guys. We have to read price. There's news coming out today, so make sure you're either out of the market, your positions are solid, your stops are in. 11 o'clock, the rate will come out. Looks like who knows. And then a bunch of stuff's going to happen. And one of the things I noticed is after about 15, 20 minutes, so let's say 11:30, the flow will pick up because a lot of people are going to lose their positions. A lot of people are going to lose their positions. So they have to restructure, right? If you want to play the news, put a buy order in here, right? Something like that. Let's stop right there. Just play that. Who knows? And just know that you got a kill zone up here or a pressure cooker up here. This is the swing that is in control right now. Why? New high confirms the swing low. Everything else in here is just stuff, and it's going up, right? Well, I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't right. All right. Talk to you guys later.